Hey y'all, welcome back. If you're new, hi, my name is Alyssa, and for today's video, I'm finally getting around to testing out the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. You guys, I'm so excited because if you've been with me for a minute, you know that I love the original Pro Filter Primer. So when I saw that they released 2 more primers, I was like, girl, I gotta see what this is about. So in today's video, I'm not just going to be testing out the mattifying primer all over my face. I'm actually going to do a comparison video because I wear the Pro Filter primer so much, like it is literally hands down my favorite primer in my collection. I want to see what the differences are between the two. If one is better than the other, does one last longer than the other, control my shine, all that good stuff. So I'm hoping that this video is going to really help you out if you've yet to purchase a Fenty primer or you want to know if maybe the mattifying one is better than the original. I'm going to try and give you all that insight today. So I really hope that you guys are excited for this video. And if you would like to know how the mattifying primer compares to the original Pro Filter primer, then let's just go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so this is what the packaging on the mattifying primer looks like. From my knowledge, it is literally the exact same as the original one. It just says mattifying down here and it says True Matte up here on the top. This makes me think that it's white, but I honestly can't remember because I bought it so dang long ago. So when you open it up, oh, it is white. So when you open it up, this is what the container looks like. It is literally the exact same container as the original one. The mattifying one just is a white primer, where the original has like a blush type hue to it. They are still both glass bottles, and they both say Fenty Beauty on the bottle. You just can't see this one as well because it is white, which honestly I don't mind that you can't read it because it's got the, you know, same shape and the same cap. I think it actually looks really clean and really nice, so I don't hate that. What I will say that I did notice though is they are both $32, so $32 for this one, $32 for this one. In the original one, you are getting 32 milliliters, so 1.08 fluid ounces. In the mattifying one, you're only getting 30 milliliters, so 1 fluid ounce. So you're actually getting less product in the mattifying one than you are in the original one, which I do not know why that is the case. That is kind of strange. I would have just assumed that they were exactly the same, but they're not. But anyways, so that's off the bat the first difference, but it is the same price. Okay, so on the Sephora website, it says that this is for combination to oily skin, and it delivers maximum all-day shine control while improving and extending the wear of foundation. This has blue agave extract that helps to mattify the skin. It's oil-free and cruelty-free, which for mattifying, it needs to be oil-free. It says, mattify skin, fight shine all day, and smooth the look of pores without feeling tight or dry. Paired with the Pro Filter foundation, which I am going to be using today, this oil-free primer made with blue agave extract and blurring powder helps makeup blend better, last longer, and stay fresh all day without caking. That does sound really great. I do like the sound of that. Just so you guys know what the original claims, I just want to let you know on that too. So this is for all skin types, including dry. The mattifying one is not for dry skin, so they say. This says a shine-stopping, pore-diffusing primer that smooths the way for better foundation application and longer wear with an instant retouch effect. So the big difference here to note is that they both are supposed to prolong the wear of your makeup. This just gives you like a smoothing kind of effect, like the instant retouch. And this is just giving you more, I guess, shine control. They both are supposed to make your makeup last a while. They're both supposed to fill in your pores really nicely. So in all honesty, like when I first hear that, it doesn't sound like there is a major difference, because I feel like my oils stay at bay pretty well with this. So I'm interested to see what the mattifying primer is going to do. So yeah, I'm super excited to test this out. I'm not going to read everything about the original one because that's not what we're reviewing here today, honey. So let me go wet a beauty sponge because I'm going to need to do that because I didn't do it before I sat down because I am trash. And then we'll get to applying. Because I have been sick for the past week, my skin is actually not doing very well. I was like literally on my period and then got sick. So we've been having a struggle bus. So this side of my face is actually seeming to do better than this side. So this is the side that I'm going to use the mattifying primer on. I just want to give it the fairest chance against like the dry skin, maybe around my nose and my zits and all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead really quickly and do the original Pro Filter primer On this side of my face, I used 2 pumps, and I'm only going to use my one hand. I don't want to like get this one dirty because I'll use this one. So typically the way I do this, it feels weird just to use my left hand, is I run it in my nose, around it, on my chin, and then I'll do the extra back. I always find that that works best for me. Getting it in my nostrils because I can't focus. God, doing my makeup with my non-dominant hand. Jeez. So now I'm going to take 2 pumps of the mattifying primer. So this primer is way more liquidy than the original one. Like the other one just kind of sits on my hand. This one kind of runs everywhere. So I'm going to do the same with this, and I'm just going to pop it here on the forehead. It smells the same, so that's good. It has the same kind of smell, that clean type of smell. In the crease of my nose, and I will pull this out as well. Typically with more mattifying primers, I don't necessarily put it all over my whole face because my oily section is just pretty much my T-zone. But in order to keep this fair and consistent, I'm going to do it just like I do the original one. Buff it like that. Buff it up. It does not feel like sticky or weird at all. It just feels like a smooth primer. I want to see if like maybe it gets tacky at all, so I'm gonna like give it just a second. Okay, so it's not getting tacky or anything, which I don't mind. It feels really nice, like it just feels pretty hydrating. It doesn't feel like it's drying out my skin. It doesn't feel like it's doing anything weird. It pretty much, as of right now, feels like the original one that I can tell. I am going to be using my Pro Filt'r foundation just to keep this very consistent because I know that the Pro Filt'r primer works really well with this. So I'm just going to give it all a fair shot and use the same base product. So if you're wondering, I do wear the shade 230 in the Pro Filt'r foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and pop some of this on. Okay, so right now I really don't think it looks too different. I'm going to zoom you guys in and see if I can see anything or notice anything. The one thing, and I'm just not sure if it's just me making it up, but it looks like just a smidgen on the mattifying side right here in this little, just this tiny area right here. It looks like it's coming off a little dry. Like it doesn't feel that way. It's not really setting too funny. It just looks a little bit heavier than it does like right in this little corner. I'm trying to be a little bit mindful because again, I've been sick. My nose is pretty much dry like right in this like inner portion, so like not really on the outside. I made sure to wait until I was feeling better so my skin wasn't all like crusty. But I don't know, it really could just be me trying to BS somebody and make it seem like it's a little something that it's not, but I don't know. We're going to keep moving. I'm going to keep seeing. I'm going to start putting on my other makeup. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of run through my makeup real quick. I'm going to leave you guys rolling. I'm going to show you what I'm using. We're going to do it high speed. And that way if for some reason I need to stop and show you something. But if not, and just enjoy this clip of me doing my makeup really fast. As of right now, I think everything looks absolutely stunning. Both sides literally look the exact same to me. Whatever I thought was happening right there earlier, I really can't tell anymore. I don't think anything looks really funny or anything like that. So here's what my skin looks like right now. Again, this is the original Pro Filt'r side. And then the mattifying side. You can let me know down below if you see anything I'm missing, if you have any additional thoughts. Used all the same products on both sides. Okay, you guys, so like I normally do with my wear test type videos, I am just going to kind of go on about my day. I really don't have anywhere to go today, which sucks because my makeup turned out real cute if I do say so myself. But I actually have a lot of cleaning that I have to do. I've got to put all this Halloween stuff away, which, real quick, by the way, I want to say thank you guys for all the love on my Halloween videos. They were so much fun to film and create, so I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed them as much as you did. I appreciate all your kind words. You guys are so sweet, so thank you for that. But yeah, I'm going to do some cleaning around here today, and I will touch base with you at some point during the middle of the day if something noteworthy starts happening. If not, then I will just come in at the end of the video and do a whole rundown for you guys. So either way, you will see me in just a minute or two with an update of some sort. But yeah, you guys, I'm super excited, and I will see you in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so I am back, and it is much later now, obviously. I didn't check in with you guys earlier today because literally, you guys, nothing happened. This was the most uneventful review that I have ever done, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's actually very positive, but nothing happened on either side of my face. Like, nothing broke down, nothing wore funny, nothing started bothering me. Like, literally, it all wore exactly the same, and even in my opinion, which I will dive into more in a minute, I do realize, however, and I realized this about 3 hours after I logged off the last time, that I didn't give you a timestamp for reference. Luckily, I texted my friend right after I shut off the camera. I texted her at 12:06 p.m. and it is currently 10:58 p.m. So I've had this makeup on for literally almost 11 hours, which I think is an excellent amount of time for a wear test, in my opinion. So yeah, you guys, like I said, nothing happened. Like, to me, my skin looks great all the way around. I think it looks the same on both sides, and I think it looks dang near the same as when I originally put my makeup on this morning. I'm going to zoom you guys in really quickly just so you can see. Obviously, the really big difference to note on my skin right now is I am a little more dewy than I was this morning, but again, 11 hours of wear. I did not blot or powder or anything throughout the day. And like I mentioned earlier, I did clean my whole house, and I actually did break out on some sweat droplets, like in my mustache area, so that was great. But yeah, so again, this is the side of the Mattifying Primer. Get a good look at that. And this is the side of the original Pro Filt'r Primer. And honestly, you guys, I really think that my face looks exactly the same all the way around. My forehead looks great on both sides, and I don't think my wrinkle is out of control. Like, I actually think it looks pretty normal. Around my nose is doing good. It's getting a smidgen cakey right in the crease, but that's on both sides, and that's pretty normal at this time for the Fenty foundation. So I'm not surprised at that at all, and it's not anywhere near noticeable. That's just me, like, really looking for something to tell you guys. I think around my chin looks great. Nothing has broken down. Nothing has moved around. The only other thing that I can really note, and that's me being really nitpicky, is if you look here, my smile line on this side is a lot more noticeable than the one on this side. However, when I smile in general, this smile line is deeper, period, than this one. So that, again, is pretty normal for me, but that's just me really reaching to give you something to look at. In my opinion, that's not a big factor. It's not me being like, oh, the original Pro Filt'r Primer totally sucks, because I have smile lines, you guys. I can't help that I'm talkative and that I'm like a predominantly happy person, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but this, I feel like my face looks great. Like, honestly, I feel like my makeup lasted, which is normal for the original Pro Filt'r, but I mean, it's good for the mattifying side as well. So with all that being said, you guys, like, I really don't have much to say. I obviously like the mattifying primer because it acts much like the original Pro Filt'r primer. That is lackluster for this review in general because I was hoping to kind of be able to be like, this one does this and this one does not done this, so I think this one may be better, or da-da-da-da. So it's hard for me to give you guys, like, I think you should purchase this one. The only thing like that I could give you is maybe if you have more dry skin, then go with the original one. And if maybe you have more oily skin than I do, definitely go with the mattifying one. The only big thing is I don't notice that, like, this side of my face is more matte than this one. I feel like the more I try and look at it, the more I'm trying to convince myself that maybe this side of my face does look a little less dewy than this side. But honestly, you guys, I don't think that's true. Like, I think it's just me really trying to reach for something. I think, excuse me, I have the hiccups. I think that this side of my face literally looks exactly the same as this side of my face, which throws me off considering this is a mattifying primer and it literally lasted the same amount of time as this one. Overall, I'm not really surprised that nothing happened because when I was telling you guys about both the primers in the beginning of this video, and that was the first time that I looked into the claims of each of them, the Pro Filt'r primer difference in its claim was that it just gave you a more like instant retouch, like smooth type of look to the skin, where the mattifying one was that it was mattifying. Both primers claim to prolong the wear of your makeup and to fill in your pores, which they did because having makeup last for 11 hours and not the need for a touch-up yet, I think is really, really good. So yeah, you guys, I think both primers are nice. I think it's just kind of maybe going to be a personal preference. With that being said, that is all for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. That way you are notified every time I upload a brand new video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!